The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. On the run, it's Cobb. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Guruz. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Dances away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Green. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. LSU lining up first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. LSU right back to the line. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Skips away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fit it in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offensive coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown LSU!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On the move, he fires. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. For the third. Great play, the pass falls incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Hauls it in at the 25, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pucks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling.
Breaks away on the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. LSU quick to the line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to throw it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That's reeled in. It's Guruz. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early. So
breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense, it ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now on the move. Hard running there.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. On the run, it's Cobb. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what they...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's the danger of throwing the football from your own 2-yard line. You need to create some space to operate. You don't want to give up a safety, but man, you can't throw that ball, force the ball, not even way down the field to take a shot. Now you put your defense in a horrible position.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep shucking them.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Got a man, it's Durham. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3, it's 3rd and 7.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. LSU right back to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired complete. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Holds it in on the left. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he's thrown another interception. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Caught behind the line. It's Barry.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Dura. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Off the RPO, complete. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Got it.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unleashes one. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
28.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Nice move there. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Safe completion on the screen. Pulled down for the tackle.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Shoots it to the left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drop.
Taking it the other way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Simmons. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the quick pass. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good.
Looking for a huge play. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the...
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, LSU. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it.
Picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. One more play to pad the stats. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.